Welcome to your upper body strength building. Today we're going to be starting from the head and working our way down to the shoulders. We'll also be focusing on the wrist and hands, as throughout pregnancy carpal tunnel can creep up, and even building the strength in the hands and wrists are important for when you're holding baby, feeding baby, and those years. Let's begin in a seated cross-legged position. So either sitting on the floor, a folded blanket, or a bolster. Place your palms face down on your lap, finding your alignment within your spine, shoulders stacked directly over hips, abdominal wall engaged slightly, head balanced directly on top of the neck and eyes closed. Let's take 3 rounds of breath to begin. Inhaling through the nose, feeling the rise in the chest, and exhaling out, feeling a softness around the shoulders. Inhale again, chest rising, lungs expanding. Exhale, a softness around your neck, your shoulders and arms. Take one last breath. Inhaling all the way to the top and exhaling the breath out completely. Gently begin to draw your right ear over to your right shoulder, taking the right hand and gently guiding the ear a little closer. You'll begin to feel an opening along the side of the neck. For those of you who would like to add a little bit more, extend your left fingertips out to the side, and you can start to roll the hand to face the back, and then roll your palm to face the front. Feeling that stretch along the biceps and the forearms. And those of you who would like to take it even further can bring that arm all the way behind the back. And we'll just stay here for 3 more breaths. You may even begin to feel an opening around the collarbone, along the chest bone, and even the jaw. Staying for 1 more breath in. Exhale, gently release everything back to your starting position, bringing the head to neutral. Palms face down. As you inhale, arch your back, open the front of the throat. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Take several rounds of seated cat-cow, returning the spine to neutral. Allowing the blood to circulate all the way up the spinal cord. And then coming back to neutral. Let's take it on the opposite side. Left ear lowers to left shoulder. Placing the hand at the temples, begin to gently guide the ear down. And if you're ready, extending and reaching through the right fingertips, take a couple internal and external rotations with the arm. Reaching and extending all the way out through the fingertips. And as you're ready, exploring with the palm behind the back, and then guiding the elbow towards the back side of your body. Staying here for a couple more rounds of breath, noticing any differences between the right and left side. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, gently release and return everything back to neutral. This time, as you inhale, open the arms wide, look up. As you exhale, cross your arms and round through the upper back. And again, inhale, arms open wide, lengthen. Exhale, crossing elbows, rounding into upper spine. 1 more time, inhale, arms stretch. Exhale and round. Return to a tall spine. Interlace the fingers. Notice which thumb is on top. And begin to rotate the wrists. So we're opening everything from the shoulders down to the hands. And there's no right or wrong way here, just beginning to increase the range of motion in the wrists. And then go ahead and reverse the circle. And then we'll go ahead and come back, switching the cross of all the fingers, opposite thumb on top. And as you exhale, press the clasp away from your chest, rounding into your upper back, still aware of your spinal alignment. As you inhale, bring the arms up. As you exhale, lower them back to the starting position. Inhale, reaching the arms up. You may feel a little work in the upper arms, shoulder area. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale and lowering 1 more time. Inhale, reach. This time we're going to take a little open twist. So as you exhale, drop the left arm on the inside of your left knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gently turn the head to look over your right shoulder. Staying for 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale, sit a little taller through the spine. Exhale, find a little bit more movement as you look over. 1 more breath, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, we'll release, come back to center. Switching sides, right hand on the inside, left fingertips behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently turn the chin to look over the shoulder. Inhale, rise through the crown of your head. Exhale, open twist, looking back. 1 more inhale, feel the stretch along the chest and upper back. As you exhale, gently unravel. Let's go ahead and make our way onto all 4s, hands and knees. And we'll begin by warming up the wrists. So let's go ahead and externally rotate the fingers. Thumbs will face forward, fingertips will face out. And we'll begin to find little circles here, opening the wrists, the fingers, and the hands. And returning back to our breath, nice slow inhales and exhales through the nose. Try and feel the weight evenly distributed on each and every knuckle. And then go ahead and reverse the circles here. You can make them as wide or as big as you'd like. And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. We're going to externally rotate the hands completely with the thumbs facing outward, fingertips facing the knees. And you can tuck the toes here and walk the knees forward if it feels too intense. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, walk the knees back. And we'll just gently reach the hips back towards the heels, pressing the palms down, taking a full breath in. And as you exhale, press down where the wrists are. Feel an opening across the upper back as you press the mat away. Take 1 more full breath in. And as you exhale, gently release the hands, come to sit back on your heels and shake out the hands. You can go back to the wrist circles, palms together, just rolling them back and forth. So during pregnancy, we feel a lot in the lower body and forget to realize that as we find a big sway just naturally, the upper body tends to roll inward. So we're working on keeping low back long so that we can find an external rotation in the upper body. So in order to do that, just how we strengthen the lower body, we also have to strengthen the upper body to support this alignment. So I want you to bring your body down onto the forearms. And the elbows are going to be placed directly underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide, and we're going to root down into the wrist as we step back 1 foot at a time, finding a forearm plank. So the big part of forearm plank is pressing down into the forearms in order to find that upper back stretch. So if this is challenging, once again, you can always lower down onto the knees and find it here. I'll be demonstrating with knees off the mat today. We'll take 1 more breath in. For our exhalation, we're going to begin to walk the toes up towards the elbows, finding dolphin pose. Find your hips at least hip distance apart or as wide as the mat, and begin to feel the stretch across the shoulders, continuing to press the ground away with the forearms. And then you may even start to feel how the backs of the legs are opening and finding a stretch. Stay here for one more breath. I know this is challenging. On your next exhale, lower down onto the knees, knees as wide as mat, big toes together, and rest in your child's pose. Allow the upper body to soften here. You can even turn the palms face up to keep that external rotation present. And then feel the hips resting closer to the heels, your chest coming closer to the mat. Find one more breath in through the nose. And exhale out. We're going to go ahead and one more time find the body back onto forearms, pressing down into the inner wrists and inner thumbs, walking the feet back for forearm plank. Inhale here, exhale, just press the ground away, come into a modified dolphin. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press the ground away, modified dolphin. 3 more times. Inhale forward, low bellies engaged. Exhale, modified dolphin. Inhale, shift. Exhale, back. Last time. Inhale, shift. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, press back up to our neutral alignment, hands and knees. Inhaling, arching the back. Exhaling, rounding spine, chin to chest. 2 more times, inhaling and arching. Exhaling and rounding. Inhale, arch. Exhale and round. Let's find a little strength in the triceps now and shoulders. We're going to find plank pose just for a moment, setting up our foundation. So once again, shoulders stacked directly over wrists. Navel is drawing towards the spine. We're feeling that hugging sensation around baby, but we're going to lower the knees down onto our mat, untucking the toes. Slide the shoulder blades down away from the ears, creating as much space as possible. And as you exhale, bend the elbows straight back. And as you exhale, press the ground away. We'll do that 4 more times. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Mini chaturanga push-ups. Exhale and bend. Inhale, up. Last 2 times. Yes, you should be feeling the burn in the triceps. Last one, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. Walk your hands back, come to sit on the heels. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. And again, bring the shoulders up and down. So you may need your blocks for this position. So I'm going to take my blocks, bring them up to the front edge of the mat, close to one another. And then we'll rise up onto knees. If you have any knee discomfort or the pressure is too much, take a blanket, fold it in half, and place it underneath your knees. So bringing the hands to the hips, we'll take the right foot, place it on the outside edge of the block. So we're going to come into a shoulder opener. Right hand comes on the inside, and we're just going to let this left arm kind of dangle right by our side. And as we inhale, reach forward. As we exhale, take the arm all the way up and back. This will feel really nice after all of that upper body strengthening. And you'll feel the stretch as you reach up, back and around. And we'll just do that one more time. Inhale, arm reaches up. Exhale, back and around. Go ahead and place your left hand down. You can just walk right knee back and then step left foot on the outside of your block. And again, we'll just let the right arm dangle, reaching towards the floor. And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep the arm up. Find a little open twist as you reach back. And then again, inhale, arm sweeps up. Exhale, down and around. You will most likely feel this all the way down the erector spinae muscles in your back and possibly even in the shoulders. Go ahead and release. We'll take both hands down to the blocks. Inhale, lift your right knee off the mat and just step forward so that we're kind of framing the blocks and in this little prenatal squat. As you exhale, bend the elbows, feel an opening in the hips. As you inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, hands to hips. And inhale, rise all the way to stand. And that concludes your upper body strengthening for today. We'll see you next time.